Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back. Playing some more Farming Simulator 25. Back here in the Ringwoods. Here comes Fuzzy. Back here in the Ringwoods. And we're harvesting. Alright, we are harvesting currently sorghum, green beans, and oats. Good morning, Fuzzy. Good morning, Twitchy. How's it going? Again, disclaimer: if I disruptly, is that the word? If I abruptly, that's the word. If I abruptly disappear, that means that the power might have gone out. I don't anticipate it like immediately going out, but it's a possibility because there is some weather that will be moving in later. So hopefully I'll know kind of a little ahead of time before it actually gets here. But it is supposed to be coming in. I was hoping it was going to hold off, but it's looking like it's probably going to come in during the stream. So I'll keep an eye on it though. Good morning, John. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Crazy Legs. How's it going? I think that's going to be good to go for a minute. I'm going to switch back over to... Let me just go straight over there. To this guy. One there. Yeah, I don't think I could catch up with him. He's down there towards the end, so he'll be coming back this way for too long. The only thing that I can plant right now in August would be the canola. And I'm thinking maybe do canola somewhere where I'm harvesting at. This field was in canola, so I could do that one again. And then we'll be ready to plant barley and wheat in September. Morning, Adam. It's going good. Watching the weather. Hopefully it'll be just, you know, rain or, you know, not a lot of storm and, you know, wind and stuff, lightning. Do have a thing of onions over there. I guess I can move out of the field. Got this one harvested. I'll just go ahead and bring that back home while I'm waiting on that combine. Did get us some alfalfa. Mowed it, cut it, baled it. Got some of that processing already in one of the thingamaboppers down here. Right there. So the alfalfa's running now. I've got chaff running, got grass running, got hay running. Really for this map, I've thought about it, and I think the harvester silo might be going away, and we might put in more of these Stevie ones, because on the Stevie map, you know, you're going to use the fermenter for not only silage, but you're going to use it for the digestate as well, and the digestate we can move over to making fertilizer and whatnot. So we don't get digestate from the harvester silo. The only thing we get from the harvester silo is silage. So might put in some more of the Stevie ones, just so we can get both the silage and the digestate from it. Do you own all the fields now? Yes, we do. We own everything now. Over to farmland. We own everything that we can own. Yeah, we can't buy any more in town. We even bought the little lots that the productions and stuff sit on. So, yeah, we pretty much own everything. I've been working on the actual ring, outside ring, trying to expand that and make that, you know, a little bit better. I probably should have turned back there on that other drive, and I didn't. These are onions, so these need to go in the western silo. I think I've got everything pretty much filled up as far as production goes. The cows are happy. I need to check on the chickens, and then we need to make some pig food, I guess. Get into that. Need the corn though to do that. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into the corn mixing for the pig food. Alright, Alright, hopefully there's enough room in here for these. Dump them in here and see. Hopefully there's enough room in here for all these. Looks like maybe it took it. Yep, it took them all. Alright, so I'm just going to leave that parked right there for now. Alright, now we'll head back up to that tractor. Looks like he's right there at it. Perfect timing. Oh, got a weather thing. What is the weather? Hang on, I gotta get going here. Let me get going with this combine and then I'll check it. Weather, come on, weather, come back. There we go. Okay, they're mainly calling for rain, so hopefully that'll be all it is. Field expansion is going good. Been doing a lot of officializing the fields. So if you didn't see the YouTube videos, got these kind of rectangled off, squared off, if you will, on the corners. Got rid of all the curves and bump outs. Kind of straighten this one up here. Now I can probably expand these on north a little bit more, but we need to get into the logging side of things up there. Need to start work over here on the west side. I was kind of waiting until we got a lot of these fields harvested. I had a rye field down here that we had to harvest. I actually started plowing down there a little bit on that south side of that field. And then definitely need to get to work on this east side over here after we get the sorghum cut. So I got the spelt cut, got the barley cut, got the sorghum harvest rocking right now. So hopefully we can get all that done and I can start work on that. Kind of straightening it, trying to make it a little more efficient by straightening the edges, you know, getting it to where we can actually like have a decent field there. That's good there. I think he's good for now. Shut that off and I will go back to the deer tractor. He's on his way back, so I will turn around. And we did a lot of field expansion last weekend. We merged a lot of them together and got a lot of them planted in a lot of soybeans. We're gonna have a pretty decent soybean harvest. We planted soybeans all down here, all over here, over here, over here. We got corn north and south of the central farm there. Got oats over here. I kind of want to do wheat over here, so we'll have to get this baled up. Matter of fact, while I'm waiting, I think I'll go grab a tractor and do that. Get that process started. Find a baler. Think we got them in here. Decided to put all of the grass and alfalfa equipment in here, so I've got the mowers in here. Baler. Probably will bail the straw out of this big field, but the smaller fields, I may have dropped the straw, but we may just skip those and just plow all that drop straw under. We'll have plenty of straw from this big field over here. So any of the ones, like the little spelt fields on the outside, wherever else, probably will not bother baling those. No AI worker issues. I have had a crashing issue though. And it only happens when I go down to one certain part of the map. So I'm trying to stay away from that part of the map. So I don't know what the issue was. I tried approaching that area from different directions and it still froze the game up. So yeah. So I'm going to say for right now, we need to avoid this corner around field 40, what is it, 6? Yeah. We'll just avoid field 46 for the moment, for the time being, because I was mowing grass down here. I came through here twice, mowing in this direction, and it froze up right when I got to the corner there. Tried bringing the mower around, approaching from this direction, got to that corner. Boom, froze up, game froze. Had to force close the game and restart the whole thing. So I don't know what the issue was. I finally just said, you know what, forget it. I had a plow down here that I was working on this edge of that field first. I brought that plow around, approached that area, dropped the plow down through here and just kind of plowed the grass area there. It might have been the grass that I dropped. I don't know, but I was able to get through there with that tractor. It might have been the baler in that area. It might have been the tractor I was using. I had the New Holland and this baler that I've got here now. And it may have just been the fact that I dropped so much grass down there. So I think we're good to go on grass though. We really don't have to mow around the fields anymore. We've got a decent sized grass field there that is fully fertilized. We've got the alfalfa field there that's fully fertilized. So yeah, I think we're okay, and we've got plenty of grass in storage as well. So I think we're good to go. Morning, Jeff. I would say after we, hopefully if we can keep it going, get the harvesting done. Maybe hold off on planting any winter crops. Get the harvest done, get the corn done and the soybeans done, and then just wait till next year to plant winter crops. Let these fields follow up here. And then maybe download the new version of the map. I know there were some issues with the fields, so that might be a fix in that update or something, so... If that was the issue. I don't know what exactly caused that, but... Oh, and there's my combine, so never mind. We go here. Yeah, 1004. Let's see, he's got a 16-meter header. And we're doing 2 inrows. Set that to 0. That should line my lines up. Yep, there we go. So now I can use my steering assist and just kind of use it as a DPS. That's how you bail with the steering assist. And he's still got to come and do this area over here, so I'm going to turn around. I don't really want to drop any bales where he's got to go through and turn around. I want to turn around right here. Fuzzy, you're there, so I will go down here. Funny how the headers for these MacDons, they kind of bow when they do these sorghum crops. That oat field's a big field, yeah. We've got some big ones. We've got that oat field. Got these soybean fields. This soybean field, I think, is probably bigger than that one. He should be good to go there. Head up yonder ways. Morning, Kimmy. Get this back over here. I will get back to baling. Well, actually, a little fly over here. Yeah, we'll hold off before we hit any of the inrows or any of this on the inside here, because he's still got to finish this over here, and when he finishes that over there, he's going to try to cross over here somewhere. Hopefully he'll cross over up here, but he might try to cross where these bales are. Let me see about picking these bales up real quick. Let's see. There he is. Get some of these straw bales out of the way. Since we're going to let that field follow, I guess we'll just wait till they get done harvesting it before we do any more baling. who's next and who needs it? Let's see. New Holland, 37,000. Cases at 17,000. It's good. So I guess the New Holland would be next. On his way back. I would say I'm probably going to work on this later, but come through and take out some of these trees. Just kind of come straight down through here. And this on over this direction. I'll have to come through and look and see because this road curves around right through here. Ah, you want to do that? Why is this doing this? Nope, stop doing it. So if you went straight north from there, it needs to line up with these other fields. So I kind of want this edge here. This one may be a little further over. Yeah, it's going to cut into that road a little bit. May just have to cut into the road a little bit. Or move the road over. What is that, just gravel? Kind of a forestry road gravel. Crazy Legs, that is Stevie's New Holland CR11. Exactly like the CR11 in-game, only it's a Stevie combine, so it's got a little more oomph to it. It's got a little more speed to it. It's got a little more capacity to it. It's got different what do you call them? Different beacon lights on them. It's kind of been what's the word? Kind of like back in the days of Pimp My Ride on MTV. This is like Pimp Your Combine on Farming Simulator. That's what Stevie does with his stuff. So, oh yeah, definitely modded. Yeah, it's a Stevie mod. Matter of fact, this grain cart, this auger wagon I'm pulling, is a Stevie mod. So it's got a little more to it. You can do the 3 axles on this. Turn the beacons on. He added beacons to the back side here. And the only reason I took the 3 axles off was because they stick out super wide. I'd rather have it to where I can get the cart right snug up against the combine. Yep, pretty much. Back in the day when MTV was great, they had TRL, Total Request Live. Watch all the latest and greatest music videos. They had Pimp My Ride. They had MTV Cribs, which you could see how all the celebrities and stuff, how they lived, where they lived, you know. Why use the auger grain? Why use the auger grain? Oh, why not a trailer? Because with the grain carts we can dump into the trucks that we've got parked on the side of the field. These you can take with a tractor in the field, put your pipe out and dump straight into the trucks. Trucks have more capacity. And we can, when the combine's got his pipe towards the crop, we don't want to empty him while he's doing that. So we'll drive over to the truck, empty the grain cart into the truck. Yeah, the trailers, they just don't have the capacity. If we emptied into a trailer, then you would have to empty that trailer when you got full, you'd have to drive all the way back over to the farm to empty into the silo, right? Well, that's great on a standard size map. Even then, it's not that great. This is a 4X map, so it would take a minute to drive back to the farm from these fields, especially the fields that are way out here like this one. So this is why we do it. We take the auger wagon, tractor in the field. Tell you, these fields now in Farming Simulator 25, you can't even really run trucks in them. It's not, unless you got a modded truck with, you know, better wheels and more horsepower and stuff. You can't really even run a truck in the field. I know the Wilkers like to run their trucks in the fields, but yeah, you really need a tractor with the grain cart. See, I can just empty into that. Now I'm empty. I can head back to the point where we're harvesting over here. And when he gets back to a certain point, we'll empty him again. Let me go hit the green bean up here. He's on his way back. No, I don't think so. Fuzzy's in the 8R. He's unloading him over there in the oat field. That oat field's pretty big, so he's babysitting the John Deere X9. Yeah, Fuzzy, the case harvester definitely needs more fuel. He'll keep running while he's hired out, but I'll go ahead and head up that way and fuel him up. No, you can do 3-point hitches on the back of those. Basically just a tank on a 3-point hitch. Not propane either, it's diesel. It's a diesel tank. You can do that with the Kubota as well. Totally legit. Crashed into my truck, but yeah, if you go in and look at the those are under cars, not trucks. Cars. So you have the Kubota. I think you can do it on the big one too. Yeah. So you can put the 3-point hitch on the back, and then you can hook any kind of electronic or hydraulic up to it, and bumper on the front there. So yeah, you can do it with the Kubota. We have the Deer. We have a Deer version that we got. This is available in the mod hub for everybody. I think it's that one right there. Yep. So you can put it on the back of this one too. And then even the Giants version, I think you can put it on this one. Yeah. So you can put the 3-point hitch on the back of the, this is just a single cab. So yeah, it's just a tank you put on there. You can put, that's a nice tank. I mean, you can get a version made that holds diesel. You can get a version that does, you know what? Let's just go take a look. I can't remember all the stuff. Find it in the, I think it's under miscellaneous down here. Yeah, so there's the tank. You can kind of see all the stuff there. But you can do cow's milk, buffalo milk, goat milk. You can do water. You can do diesel, which is really kind of what we use it for, but we use it for the liquid fert too. So there's the liquid fert, digestate, slurry. You can do herbicide in it. You can do silage additive in it. And then it circles back around. So yeah, it holds pretty much all your liquids. This one does not do propane though. So that does not do the propane. To do the propane, you need something like that right there. That's what we do our propane with. Dedicated propane trailer. Even Stevie's doesn't do the propane. I got this one here. This one can do almost all the liquids. I think this one does. Does this one do diesel? Yeah, this one does diesel too. So if you wanted to, you could have this as a diesel truck. You could have this as a milk one. Now this one, this is the only other exception. This one here, that one does, that came with the AGI grain dryer pack that we use anyway. So if you wanted to use that trailer, you could use that one to do propane. That's more like the in-game trailer there, which does not do propane. So matter of fact, I think that one, yeah, this one, and then the other one came with the AGI dryer pack. Yeah, now the tanks are not base game, they are mods. The ones that I showed there. Let me head back up there. Well, Fuzzy's already up there. I saw the green bean guy getting full, so. Yep, I think that one is on console. I want to say, is the AGI dryer, is that on console? I don't know if that's on console or not. I know this tanker is. This one's on console. So you can use this for, you know, diesel. You can use it for herbicide, liquid fertilizer. It does, looks like it does all the oils. Silage additive. This one will do methane, slurry, digestate, water, all that good stuff. Yeah. This is the one we use for propane. This one, I think, if you have a map, I think that if the map is set up to do the anhydrous, that this will hold anhydrous too. You can kind of choose which one you want. Yeah, right here. So there's propane, and then there's anhydrous. Does that change on the side there? Oh, it does. Look at that. So anhydrous ammonia, or you can flip it back to propane. So if you're on a map that does the anhydrous stuff, you'll be good to go. The AGI is on console. I was pretty sure that it was because we used it over on the Iowa Plains View map. I like it because it does a lot more of the crops. You can dry your soybeans, you can dry your corn, you can dry your wheat if you want to. Not a lot of money in those other ones, but drying the soybeans definitely pays off. Morning, Big Al. Do you use the DLC that has the boars? No. We do not. Number one, there's not any equipment in that DLC which we will be using. Number two, the boars suck. we don't have any desire to add animals to our farm that we can't take care of the traditional way. You know how we take care of boars. We have boars here in the deep south, and there's only one way that you really can take care of, you know, the wild boars. So yeah, until we can do that in Farming Simulator, which I don't see that happening in Farming Simulator. No, and I forget how do you get rid of the wild boars? What, you feed them? That's not how you get rid of, you know, boars. Nope, not in real life. What, you give them straw or something? Is that? Forget what they said. What, you feed them? I think you feed them straw or something like that, and that way they don't destroy your crops. So it's kind of like you're paying them not to destroy you're rewarding them not to destroy your crops. It sounds like something that you would do with the mafia. You know, you pay them so that you have their protection. You know, none of them will harm you. Nobody else will harm you, because you like you're paying your dues to them. Was it hay? No, we will keep those off. We have no reason to really activate that pack. That pack and the what was that one that never really worked right? Was it the Nexat? Nexar? Nexat. I think it was Nexat. We do not have those packs activated. I have those packs, but because of the issues with the Nexat, and because of really mainly the boars, and we don't use any Rito stuff here. I mean, we have really no need to use any of the Rito stuff. We will not be activating those packs. Now you can guarantee that the Highlands one will have that activated. The Plains and Prairie DLC will have that activated. What were the other ones? Actually, you know what? We can go in here and take a look. Where are DLCs at? Mods and DLCs. So yeah, the Highlands map. Of course, the MacDon pack. That one we've had activated for everyone from the get-go. The Mercedes pack. Well, we went ahead and activated that. And then the Plains and Prairie. Yeah. Yeah, I went ahead and bought the year 2 season pass. I'm, playing Farming Simulator all the time. I'm gonna probably have the season pass anyway. Will I buy the mobile game? Probably. Will I play it a lot? Probably not. But you know what? I'm still gonna probably buy it and maybe mess around with it and see what's new with it. And will I stream it? No. Will I record it? No. It's just something to kind of mess around with when I'm at work, or not doing anything, or sitting in a waiting room, or something like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people back in the day, what was it, Farming Simulator 19, when we got the John Deere Cotton DLC, a lot of people said that one was lame. In my opinion, I don't think so. Because we use John Deere cotton harvesters, all the time here in the Deep South. So for me, I was happy we got it. All we had was the case, which, as a matter of fact, is no longer in production. So yeah, it's nice having the John Deere cotton pickers. And that was a nice DLC to have. some of the packs. I remember the Vermeer one, the Oxbow. I wasn't really an Oxbow guy at first, and then later I saw the merger, how the merger worked, and realizing that I could have a windrower that covered 24 meters. I was like, yeah, I'm on board. So pellet DLC. I don't remember that one. What's the pellet DLC? How much more of this field do we have to go? Quite a bit. Yeah, if you want to start him over on that west side, I guess we can start him over there. Or I can bring him over there and hire him out. I'll just bring him over there and hire him out. I think we've already got the inroads done, so. Straw pellets. Use a baler. I don't remember the pellet DLC. Was it a third-party DLC? That might be why I don't remember it. It wasn't like part of a Giants Season Pass DLC. Kind of like the Pumps and Hoses DLC. That was a third-party DLC, which was highly promoted, but wasn't a, you know, Season Pass DLC. The Straw Harvest DLC. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't use that. Mm. And no, we don't use precision farming either. So we've got that set to 2. We're gonna do, you know what, I'm gonna do 90 on this instead of 0 degrees north and south. I'm gonna go east and west because this is a longer part of the field here now, and I need to turn those off. So let me actually turn this guy around here. Yeah, take the beans to the silo by the house. The original silo. They should all go in there. The silo with all the vegetables in it. Alright, so we'll set that up. Oh, yep. Hopefully he'll just pick it right up from there and go. And maybe. He's gonna leave a skipper. That's, I'm guessing, because that outside 2 rows is the headland. He's gonna leave that skipper and he'll come back and hit that. So, oh, I need to put this on Yeah, kind of curious as to what the... I think there's one more DLC coming out this summer for the Year 2 season pass, and then we'll have the expansion pack in the fall. Kind of curious as to what it'll be. Hopefully not something, you know, that we, don't want to use. Like another Rito situation. Another wild boar situation. Be nice if they could come out with a classic pack that had like the Gleaner combine in it, and like the old white tractors, like a classic pack. They've always waited till the last minute in the past on the past games to release like classic pack DLCs towards the end of the game. Well, that's not. I mean, it's nice to have. Don't get me wrong. But it'd be nice to have the Classic Pack DLC at the beginning of the game, because you want to start out with older equipment and work your way up to the shinier, bigger equipment. Nobody wants to downgrade to the classic, older, lower horsepower tractors, and it's kind of like you're starting late in the ball game. Don't want to do that. Yeah, give us the Gleaner combine. Give us the maybe some older white, maybe some older Oliver tractors. Minneapolis Moline. And they've given us Ford tractors, so they could give us some older Ford tractors, I think. Kind of curious as to how bad a train impact would be. You know what? For science sake, let me get past this. Oh well, this looks convenient right here. This little crossing. So if I went head on with a train, it used to be really bad. Let's say I got stuck on the railroad tracks. Now, don't try this at home or in real life anywhere. Is there a train coming yet? Don't see a train yet. Might take a minute. This is just for science sake. It's a simulation, by the way. Need to try this with a truck. That's usually what you see in the the TikTok videos and the YouTube video shorts. You know, there'll be a truck that has like a low loader or something that's gotten stuck on the railroad track, and then the train comes along and just plows right through it. I need a train. Oh, there's a train. There's one coming down the line. Alright, we got our seatbelts on. Securely fastened tray tables in their upright positions. I got that front weight on there too, so it'll probably act like a spring when the train hits it. Where's he at? There he is. His render distance is a little bit closer than what it conveniently should be, but here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was anticlimactic. I remember it used to launch the tractors. Back in 19, you park your tractor on like the railroad track like that, and it would just send them flying across the thing. Here he comes. He just got turned around. He'll be a minute. Let me go over to the deer. Yeah. Will the next farm sim be 28? Most likely. Because it's probably not going to be announced until next spring of next year. And typically if history repeats itself, they label it with the year to follow. So in 2018, we got the announcement of Farming Simulator 19, and in 21, we got the announcement of 22, and then for 25, and they announced that one in 24. So most likely spring of 27, which would be next spring. That's when we'll see the announcement for the next game. Because you mean they still got the year 2 season to play out. You got the expansion pack coming for 25. That's still got to play out. That'll be after November of this year. And then they'll most likely, if history repeats itself, that's what it will be. Kind of the timeline. Usually March or April is when we kind of see it. We did one year get an announcement in February. Most likely the announcement won't come until March or April. Yeah, most likely we'll get Farming Simulator 28 in the fall of 27. Most likely November of 27. I think we had maybe 1 or 2 October releases, but for the most part, the majority, they've kind of stuck to November. All right. He's got that tractor. Okay. Morning, Papa. Welcome in. Yes, I did try that burger. It's a bit much. Both in cost and in size. When you think about it, it's really a half-pound burger. Because it's got 2 quarter-pound patties on it, which makes it a half-pound burger. Then they add, what, 2 or 3 slices of cheese, the fried onions, whatever the special sauce is. It's got sesame seeds with poppy seeds, and it comes in a great big box. I ate one, and I most likely will not eat another one. When she handed it through the drive-through window, I didn't expect it to be so heavy, but it was. It was very, very heavy. Well, that's good for you, Sean. That's all I drink now is just the zero stuff. I have zero orange soda, zero Dr. Pepper, Zero Gatorade, zero Powerade, and the occasional water. Good morning. Welcome in. Morning, Tomcat. How's it going? Alright guys, well, we've got to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd. And we will start the next video. Make sure you guys catch that. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, make sure you do that. YouTube.com/thegrainarcade, and then follow here on Twitch if you haven't already. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see you in the next one, YouTube. Have a good one.